Kevin Irwin. On this channel, I go over everything and anything to do with the Jeep Gladiator. We are building our Jeep Gladiator out to Overland, so there will be a lot of videos coming up of upgrades. We're getting ready to pull the trigger on a bumper. We're getting ready to pull the trigger on a new bed rack system for a rooftop tent. There's just a lot of stuff that's going to be coming down the pike. So if you guys are interested, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that little bell notification so you get notified when I put videos out. So today's video, the 8.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen radio. For me personally, I love technology. I love the creature comforts of a Jeep. I know I hear guys talk about all the time. We're like, it's a Jeep, it's a Jeep. It doesn't need to have all that fancy stuff in it. Well, you know what? The fact is that I'm a real estate agent and I'm in my vehicle all the time. I mean, I've had my Gladiator for 2 weeks now and I have 1,352 miles on it. So I am in this thing all the time. So I wanted all of those creature comforts in the interior, so because I'm going to utilize them a ton, especially being an agent. I'm constantly on my phone, constantly looking up addresses, putting addresses in, so the navigation works really well. It allows it to be on a nice big screen so that I don't have to constantly look down at my phone. Now, I do plan on getting the vector bar up there. I do have 67 Designs mounts. I had that in my JK, absolutely loved it. Just need to actually go take time and order the new bar for the JT, excuse me. So there will be a video installing that so you guys can see, because from what I've read, you have to take the front windshield down. So might as well do a video, a couple different videos. A video of pulling the windshield down and then a video of putting that bar in. So, okay. So on to the 8.4-inch touchscreen. I'm going to flip you guys around real quick. Okay, here it is, the 8.4-inch touchscreen display. So it is pretty good size. I mean, 8.4 inches. It's basically like having an iPad in your dash. This thing is really sweet. It does so many different settings. So I think I'm going to go just down the line and show you guys everything that it does. Let's start with the obvious reason to have a radio, your media section. So in here you can switch from your AMs, let's turn that down, to your FMs. This is the HD radio, so over here you can see the HD emblem. So 93.7 is a country station here in Michigan. The HD radio just comes in a lot more clear. The bass hits a lot more crisp. So I do like that feature of it. Sirius XM satellite radio. I love Sirius XM. I don't ever get rid of it. It does come with a full year subscription on the 2020 Gladiator, so I'm going to take all use of that, and then I'll probably re-up it at the end. Come down to select source, you've got your Bluetooth, your auxiliary cable, USB 1, USB 2, USB 3, and that is because down here you have your Uconnect options. Now I do have the cable plugged in. This plugs into my phone, which will project, allow me to use my phone on the screen. So when you plug that in, your maps on your iPhone will display up on the screen, which is pretty sweet. I mean, this does have a full navigational system, but if it's much easier for you to put an address into your phone, it will display the map right up on the screen for you. Now, caution, this cord is not an Apple cord and it's having issues staying connected. So I think that's the issue. I think what I'm gonna do is get an actual Apple cord and put it in there. All right, so one thing, I was watching another video just because I wanted to know everything about this radio and be knowledgeable on it to bring it to you guys. The one thing I liked that he had on his, and this is the Uconnect apps, which you can get all kinds of different things for this. Which one was it? I wanted to move one of these down. I don't need the controls in there. Okay, so I want the backup camera So we're going to lightly hold this and put it down in place of the controls. So there we go. Now I've got the backup camera easy to access. The reason why I wanted to do that is because I'm getting ready to install a JCR half rack, and I'm not going to be able to see out my rear window. So I want to easily be able to hit that button and see what's behind me if I am in question. Which, by the way, I do have the backup camera up, and check out how clear that thing is. Jeep put a 4K backup camera in these Gladiators. That is absolutely badass. Okay, so obviously my Uconnect's hooked up right now, so I'm in a family chat with my wife's side of the family. So when people text you, you can speak into Siri, and she will text back for you, so you don't have to text driving down the road, because we shouldn't be doing that anyways. So Travel Link is pretty sweet. You can see all the fuel prices in your area. Looks like Meijer is only 0.2 because I happen to be in the Meijer parking lot right now doing this video for you guys. So you can actually click on it. You can go now, and it will route you right to the gas station that has the low fuel prices. That's pretty sweet. You can go for your movie listings. You know, if you want to go to a movie coming up. See, they're still texting me, so it keeps coming up. Guys, I'm trying to make a video. Stop it. Sports, you can get all of your sports updates on there. You can get the weather on there. Let's go. I'm going to actually unplug Uconnect so they stop doing that to me. You can hit the weather map, so if something's going on, which this has, I forget what the subscription to this is. It's like 5 years or something. It's a long time that you get to have these features on here. So it will actually tell you, like right now in Michigan, we keep on and off snow, so there's a couple weather advisories last week. It would actually tell you where the weather advisories are, who it affects, and when it goes into effect or comes out of effect. So Sirius XM traffic overview. Like I said, I'm at Meijer right now. Looks like there is some construction down on 96 up there. So it'll actually tell you where the traffic is, and it'll route you around traffic if you need to be routed around. Okay, so then obviously you've got your climate controls. You can control them up there. I honestly don't do that because they are all down here, and it's a pain in the butt to try and look up there while you're driving down the road. So my wife's Durango, you have to use the touchscreen to do those controls, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, we don't need to be crashing. So okay, so obviously I showed you the backup camera that I just moved over there. Let's see what else is in the Uconnect apps. You've got your off-road pages. This is really cool. With my JKU, I didn't know any of this stuff because, I mean, there was a coolant temp on it, but it didn't actually tell me what the coolant temperature was. I had no idea what my battery voltage was, and no idea what my transmission temperature was or what my oil temperature is. But when you're overlanding and you're out and about, you need to be able to see all of that stuff. Because if something's getting out of whack and you don't know it, you need to stop and figure out what it is. So I'm really happy that they put that in there for us. Your drivetrain, it's going to tell you, whether or not your sway bars are disconnected, whether or not your axles are locked or unlocked. It's going to tell you what position your transfer case is in, your steering angle. It'll show you where you're at for altitude and where you're at on the map. Pitch and roll. So there's a little bit of a pitch here in the parking lot at Meijer, so it's showing that I got a 1 degree pitch. But that'll be nice for when we're getting out, figuring out what you don't really, obviously we don't want to tip, but you'll be able to see where you're rolling, and if you feel super uncomfortable and you're in a position, you can see exactly what that roll is or what that pitch is to know not to do that again. But then we got our navigation. Navigation works really good. I don't have work or home set up yet. I should probably do that at some point. But like I said, with the Uconnect, I actually use my phone more than I use the navigation on here. Now, I probably, when we go on overlanding adventures and there's a specific place we're going to, I probably will put it in there just so I don't have to screw with my phone. And then it'll just be up there and I can pan to it whenever I need to. Obviously, so this is when you have your phone connected. That's where you go to for Apple CarPlay. And then, of course, you got your settings. You can control your windshield wipers and all that kind of good stuff. So you can see that the 8.4-inch touchscreen display does do a lot. So, you know, let's think about this. If you're going to be in your vehicle all the time and you're buying one of these Gladiators, you know, really think about upgrading to that 8.4-inch touchscreen display. Now, some instances where you might not really need it, you know, if you're somebody that's buying a Gladiator just for a truck and you're not going to be in it all the time, you're not going to be on the road all the time, you're not driving it for work, you're not driving it, you know, a 35-40 minute commute to work, you might not need it. I would say majority of people, if you opt to get this, you're gonna be happy that you did. It's a very good system. It's very quick, simple, and easy to use. It did win an award for being the easiest system to use, so that in itself would be a reason that I would get it. So if you have the 8.4-inch touchscreen display, hit the like button or throw a comment down in the section on why you like it. You know, if you have it, if you've had it for a while, have you had any issues with it? Maybe if you don't want it and there's a reason for that, throw that down in the comment section too. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you enjoy any videos on Gladiators, overlanding, any kind of shenanigans that we're going to get into for that, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you a part of the family. Other than that, I really appreciate you watching, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Have a great day.